Every nigga is a star. Who will deny that you and I are every nigga is a star. Every nigga's a star. Every nigga's a star. Every nigga's a star. Every nigga's a star.
How much money you got?
A lot.
How much money you got?
A lot.
How many problems you got?
A lot.
How many people done doubted you?
A lot.
Left you out to R-O-T, rot.
A-L-O-T. Lot.
How many niggas you shot?
A lot.
How many times niggas done died?
A lot.
How many times did you lie?
A lot.
How many times did she leave?
A lot.
How many times did she cry?
A lot.
Fuck around with these thoughts.
A whole damn lot.
Ashe! Welcome to another episode of Nobody Asked Me.
Woo!
Joy is looking at us like,
I'm like,
what the fuck?
We just go off the cuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just going off the cuff.
That's how we get there. Hi, welcome, Joy. Yeah, I know you are. Look at you, so excited.
She's so
Giving us
sexy too. Too bad you can't see her.
Yeah, she is in here in this real cute denim jumpsuit, giving us
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks was my first thing. I was gonna think, who is it? Joyce from Friday. You ain't my daddy. You don't pay none of my bills. Mind your business. So how was your weekend? So how was everybody's week?
It's going. I got kids home now. This is the summertime. So
Yes,
house full of
sounds wonderful. Clifford bought a new mattress.
yeah.
And it's
Moving
nice
on
and
up.
soft.
Casper?
And that would have been cool. I didn't think about
It's
that.
a real trend in
I didn't think
Casper
about
right
it.
now.
I didn't think about it. But we went to IKEA and just, I know. But the... no, it's totally on the opposite end. But the mattress we bought beats the shit out of the air mattress we had been
Anything
sleeping
beats
on.
the shit out of an air mattress.
The nap I had today, I woke up and then went back and I was like, I need 2 hours.
Yeah, I got a nice mattress from Walmart in a box and everything.
So I got my box mattress from Amazon.
We had to tie ours to the roof of my car, and then Clifford had to kind of hold on in the back. That was very cute. Okay, so we're gonna slide into this week's Jesus, my lips. This week's Jet Beauty of the Week. Boom dynamite, boom boom dynamite. Our team is boom dynamite. Boom boom dynamite. Our team is tick 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 tick. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some booty in it. Boom. Okay, so this week's Jet Beauty of the Week goes out to a plus size queen who has been out here. First of all, she's absolutely stunning. She is a music and band geek, such as the three of us were.
Yes, hallelujah.
So listeners, or friends, I don't like to call you listeners because it means it's like obligation. So friends, Joy is also one of ours. We went to high school with her as well, so she knows our struggles as geeks and band geeks and music geeks and the like. So this queen that we're talking about today is a music geek, such as the three of us are. She is a flautist.
Woo-hoo!
She is
a woman after my own heart.
Okay, all right. Come on, flutes.
All right.
you and Keisha banging it out on the flute.
Yes.
You don't really have a hood bitch unless she's playing an instrument, okay? Them violin hoes are always ready to fight, okay? Shout out to Miss Tiffany. Whip out that bow. I'll stab you with it. I was a bass player and a violinist. This queen is tall. She is curvy as all get out. She is beyond gorgeous, in the face, beautiful face.
She's funny.
She slated on the BET Awards last night. This week's Jet Beauty of the Week is none other than the incomparable LIZZO. Clap it up for LIZZO! Love Lizzo. Lizzo's out.
Tall plus size girls, yes.
All right, tall plus size girls.
Yes.
Maggie is out here. Maggie the Stallion is out here for tall still thickums, but like the tall, slim, thick. Lizzo's out here for the tall, thick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's thick and loving herself, too.
Now, unfortunately for me, I am not tall.
She moving though.
She's
on that
moving.
leg.
Just as
Doing what
limber.
you
And listen,
Thank you.
if you can put a leg up and shake that ass with a flute in your hand,
If you can twerk and flute at the same time.
that's what God's about. And she's out here doing it. And then,
got it.
Special gifts.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna work on
I'm
yours.
telling you.
We're gonna work on your twerking gifts. We're gonna work it over.
Okay, I don't. You
gotta bend. You
I
gotta.
don't feel the need to know how to twerk.
What the
I
fuck?
don't really feel the need.
What you mean?
What do I need to twerk for? Where am I going? I be in England.
You don't have to. Now, Englewood is, gosh darn, the regional twerk capital. If I know it well enough. 1, 2, you can twerk for yourself. That's kind of the beauty of Lizzo.
Look, popping in the bathroom.
Lizzo gives you the tools to want to twerk by yourself, for yourself. And she literally is like, and all it is leaning on something and just giving it a little shake. You can put it up here and just give, like, it's easy. And I don't have a lot of, I have an interesting butt. It's square shaped and it's high, and it really, the meat and potatoes, no pun intended, comes at the end, but it has a shape, but the center of it is kind of flat. But that don't mean it don't jiggle. What's wrong with you?
Mine jiggles.
Okay, good.
It does. But I don't need to be out here like professionally twerking like some people.
Listen,
like,
I got
lie.
a struggle
Okay.
twerk too, but it's getting worse because now I have less
I feel
of
like
a butt.
people get real judgmental out here about the twerking. You know what I'm saying?
You know
I
what?
just keep the twerking for myself.
Listen, I was going out the other day, and the outfit that I wore, I had to make sure that, there was a little bounce to it.
Come on. I need the
You
bounce.
know, a little bounce.
I need a little bounce.
Mine ain't really.
You got to try on clothes and make sure there's a little bounce.
It's
when
just
you
a matter
put
of
'em on.
angles.
But
And
no,
it's
just like the fatter I've gotten.
fatter. We don't use those words on here.
Why not? That's all right. That's okay.
Okay.
It depends, we taking power from the word, right?
We take a power
All
back.
right.
Yeah.
Take power back from bitch. Take power back from
There you
nigga.
go.
Fat
Okay,
goes
we're not
there too. Next thing you know, it's just like, yeah, nigga, I'm ugly. So what? And it's like, but you have to come closer. Come closer so they can hear you, baby. See these chairs? I'm telling you.
This dress is like short.
It's okay. You're fine. Hi.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Yes.
So, you were saying about.
Yes, like as the waist is less defined. Before it used to be a slight curve, and now there's no curve. So it's kind of like a butt.
Joy, you got all the curve
back.
at the top.
Like one thing.
Oh, like
that used to be
like
a little
Shere
bit
Khan.
more defined.
like Shere Khan.
Now it's a little bit.
You know who
less.
calls her that? Who? So
Still Shere Khan?
Shere Khan is the tiger?
Yeah,
no.
the tiger.
Okay,
I
never
played
mind.
the
Not tiger.
I played the tiger.
You did play the tiger. I remember that.
Theater.
No, they called her Ka. They called Taylor Swift Ka. Because Samara said she had a long back.
Oh, no.
And then another podcast called her Ka because it's like the snake. Funny. Okay, so we're going to take this was just funny.
It is.
She does have a long back. Did anyone see her new video?
No,
I
I'm good.
support Taylor Swift.
No, I don't either. I just was curious about it because it had come up in conversation. But yeah. So on that note, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Bye. This episode of Nobody Asked Me But is brought to you by So Music Entertainment. If you're looking for a professional recording studio to record your music projects, podcasts, voiceovers, or whatever your audio needs are, for a reasonable price, look no further. Visit somusicent.com. That's SOHMUSICENT.com for more details. You can also follow them at SoMusicEnt, which is SOHMUSICENT on Twitter and Instagram for a free consultation. And a special shout out to Mr. Ash, the engineer who mixed and edited our podcast today. And you can follow him at Mr. Ash X, which is MRASHX. They have some of the best engineers here at Soul Recording Studios, so don't wait any longer to make your dream project a reality. Visit somusicent.com or call 929-900-6044 now. And let's get back to our show.
Have you avoided accepting credit cards or opening a bank account because you're running from the IRS? Are you trying to save money by not paying your employees? Is your Black-owned business more Black than business? Is your customer service policy go fuck yourself?
Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? Love us good. I like anything. You know.
Okay, so nobody asked me, but every Black entrepreneur or small business owner should take a business course. And the reason why I say that is because I want nothing more than to shop and buy Black. I think it's necessary as a Black community to put the money back into us, and that's how we can build. That's how we get away from politicians who make all these policies. Once we get a handle on how the money can be reworked into our community, we can grow it, we can be better, and we can kind of break away from a lot of the annoyances that we deal with, because the money wouldn't flow into these same businesses. But the problem that I keep having is every time I go to support, not every time, but a lot of times when I go to support a Black business, something's fucked up. Either they're real nasty, either they have these really weird-ass return policies. They have these weird-ass cancellation policies. There's just so many stipulations and rules. And it's like, I don't think y'all are really aware about how business works. And there's the internet is a wonderful source, starting with Google. It's a new thing. And you just type it in, like, how do I run a business? And just basic things, and just take this, for me, take 3 months, even if it doesn't mean you enroll into a school, if it just means that you just take the 3 months and go to the library and hit the Google and just look at what it means to run a business and practice those things and figure that out for yourself so it can grow, would help us out. But of course, I don't want this to just be serious. This is an open conversation, but niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. Girl, boy, or otherwise. They just ain't shit.
For real.
And I don't understand why that is. And so I want to talk a little bit about customer service for starters. Like, what has been everyone's experience in a Black business with customer service, per se, that wasn't necessarily positive?
For me, unfortunately, I am a bad Black business shopper or consumer because first of all, I don't shop that often. So it's hard for me to say what a bad experience I've had because I really haven't had many. And first of all, there's not that many out there for me to frequent, or it's too expensive, or it's too out of reach, or you know what I'm saying? So I'd love to support Black businesses, but for me, it's just not as
conducive
attainable or feasible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would say I have to do it online a lot. I do. So I can't say that I've had a very specific customer service experience because I am like shopping on Etsy. Like I definitely did a search like Black Etsy business owners, or, you know, I mean, if you're talking, I mean, the most I feel like in our communities is like the Black restaurants.
Ooh,
I'm sorry, I'm not a necessarily, she was a couple of things that she said that is just like in my brain. But
you ain't have to do me. Damn it, brain. It's right there.
But like dealing with certain online ordering, having to wait weeks to get your product. I was like, I don't want to wait that long. Why am I waiting 6 weeks for something that I need tomorrow?
Right. See, because I've never had any like really bad experiences with anybody online. I mean, it's not like I haven't done a ton of it. I haven't done a lot because it's like, you know, what you have to find it, and it's like what's also in my budget. You know, because it's like luxury Black-owned business. And that's wonderful for you, but I cannot support. I'm not going to, because I'm not one of those people that be talking about like, oh, you supporting Coach and stuff. I was like, I'm not supporting none of y'all. If you're, you know,
exactly.
like, I ain't supporting Coach, I ain't supporting Louis Vuitton, and I can't support you either because that's not my budget.
I ain't got the brand.
I am, you know,
we don't
like,
have.
it's not the Black-owned business.
I'm not necessarily a Black a customer in a black-owned business frequently, but I am a black business owner, and I have dealt with black customers, and that's a whole flip of the coin right
Well,
there.
let's hear it. What happened with your black customers?
People want more for less.
Yeah.
Way more, and they don't want to pay you, or they want to cut you down. Like, I work in a field where it's architecture and building and all that stuff. And if you're working on your house and you don't got the money to do your house, why are you calling me and trying to shortchange me?
Yeah,
I have to make a living.
never understand that. And it's like you want to do that to your own people.
It's always
that. I remember
my people trying to cut down my price. Like, oh, I'll work with you in the future. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'll do that. Oh, I'll do this. If you do this for me, I don't know you from a hole in the wall.
I don't get
and
that.
I have
And
kids
it's like,
to feed.
right.
So
And
how am I supposed to live off of your promises? I cannot.
Yeah.
I was out with a DJ friend a couple of years ago, and he had finished packing up, and then he was like, yeah, I'm just waiting to get paid. So I rode around with him, and then all of a sudden, he was like calling the person. He literally had to like chase him down. And then when we finally got to him, he only paid him like a third of what he was owed. And he's like,
Trifling.
why?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be like that?
Why do I have to hunt you down for you to still shortchange me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just
Why?
is. And it's just like, you know, is it that we don't trust each other? Is it just like a...
Yes.
I've had clients who want their stuff done yesterday. Like, they're calling me in a panic. And when I'm like, well, look, it's going to be this price because you got me doing stuff last minute that you want yesterday.
Yeah.
I find
And
that,
they cry
you know,
about that.
It
You
is-
can't.
It is a distrust, which is
Because if
what,
you go to the white people, their price
yeah.
is their price. And you're not
Because-
haggling them for their price.
because we were raised to trust white people in like so many ways, right? We were raised like my mom always tells me about a friend of hers. She's black. She refuses to go to a black doctor. She does not trust black. She only will go to a white doctor, and that's such an inbred thing
The
in our
irony
community.
in that
exactly
is nuts.
And like you're talking about 2019, a black person can feel distrust for a black doctor. You know what I'm saying? And it's a similar thing. It's like we don't trust black businesses. We don't trust either that we're
And
not
the
going to
white
get the
doctors
right.
ain't
That they're
trying
not
to hear
going
what
to do
we gotta
it.
say.
That they're going to shortchange you. They're not going to do it right. That it's not going to be to the best thing that you're going to spend your money on. It's a lots of things like that. And it's like we have to break out of that cycle. It's not necessarily our fault, but it's our fault if we continue to allow it
Absolutely.
to happen.
And
because
this is actually great that we actually are starting on the consumer end of the business because I do think that it's not just the businesses themselves.
Oh, of course.
We play
It's
a
a
huge part
combination
of
of
it.
everything.
Yeah, and it's just like you have to know. So on the flip side, on like the actual business side, a couple of things. So I have indeed experienced black business physically.
Yeah.
And so there used to be this restaurant in Teaneck. I can't remember the name, and it's
we
probably
won't shout out the name.
probably for good reason. Well, they're not there no more.
Yeah.
So,
right.
you know, already a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
But there's a reason. So I remember it was a restaurant, and I ordered like 3 plates of soul food, and they were OD expensive, which is another strange thing
yeah.
for me, that it's like they set the prices so high, which is, I can understand why you're doing that, but you have to also make it comparable to the other things that are happening around you.
Yeah.
Not that you're not paid what you're worth, but you have to realize that the people who you're selling to only have a certain amount and can budget a certain amount for this.
Yeah, but you can't be charging $15 a plate. Like you cannot
No,
be charging.
why is it
$15 for
$60?
a styrofoam plate and a plastic bag? The Chinese people give me the same size for $7.
Why?
I'm sorry.
And then I get it and it ain't that good, but that's besides the point.
That's a whole different situation.
We'll get there. So I go into this restaurant and I order the things, and it took mad long. Because they make it from scratch. So it took at least...
Sure, we'll say that's the reason.
Sure.
Let's be real. Let's be real about that.
Yeah,
'cause
they might have ran out of food.
But you're like,
That's another thing. It irks me when I go to like. Usually it's a Jamaican restaurant that I'm going to down the street.
Yikes.
And no matter
You're
how
Jamaican.
early
I'm glad you brought it up because I was thinking it, but I was like, I don't feel like I should say.
If you go there after a certain point in the day, they're like, it's not even the Jamaican. Some Spanish food places do this too. Like they run out of food and they're like, oh, we don't have any.
I don't get it.
You do not prepare for, the people are
Yeah,
coming
like,
to buy
come
your
on.
food. Why do you
Yeah,
not have the supplies for your demand?
Right.
Yeah.
for the food places that are
That's
really
why
good.
you wonder why we don't come there so often because you never have food.
Yeah. Or you don't got the thing I need you to have.
Yeah.
So I get in there, I order my plate, mad expensive, mad long. I get it, and I finally get it, and I go up to him, and I hand him his card, and he's like, we don't take cards.
What?
And I said, what do you mean you don't take cards? I said, why didn't you tell me that before, I purchased everything? He's like, you didn't ask. Now, for me,
in a society where 95% of
I don't even carry cash ever. Never have cash.
come on. This is what I'm talking about as far as being clear about where you are. You are in the middle of Bergen County.
Cash only.
For real.
Exactly. You have a sign, and it's like, also, it is not that difficult.
It ain't that difficult.
On a
phone,
your phone,
a tablet,
there is
something.
But that's what as a business, you're supposed to cater to your customer.
It's
That's
not
the
to
point.
you.
And if they's lots of places
They're
that don't take card and don't
they're
take
not
cash.
trying to pay those fees that come with the credit card.
Sure,
Now,
I get
okay.
it. But like,
Man, if you are not trying to pay those fees on a credit card, right? You need to rework your business structure. We live in an age where literally people Venmo, people Cash App, people PayPal.
nobody's walking around with cash.
No one's walking around with cash as much as they used to. And it's for good reason. When I have cash, my ass spends it. If it's on the card, then I can see it. I can track it. There's a paper trail.
I don't even consider that real money. If it ain't in my bank account, if it ain't in the number, it don't even matter to me. Because I'm like, oh, think I got this 10. Oh, that's extras. Look at that.
Exactly.
I'm like, it ain't in my bank. It don't even count anymore.
Right.
So like,
it's like I can do what I want with
that
this. Now, that's all. Again, there's lots of conversations happening here, which is great. But that's a whole nother nobody asked me about budgeting and financial thing, which we'll have Joy back on because she's great for that. But it's like, you have to be clear. I'm not using my cash on food. Right. I might use my cash for gas. I might use my cash. Cash is really what I would consider an emergency situation. Oh, I have my cash. I can use that just in case. But it's like most places should be taking cards. Now, I know a lot of places in Brooklyn, they don't take cards for whatever reason. Not even Brooklyn, but like in the city in general. Yeah. And those are black and white places. I can totally get that because maybe some of the structure is cool. But I'm not saying that they're right. They will at the very least, have an ATM on the outside for me to use my card to take the cash out if they need the cash so badly. This man was just straight up like, you didn't ask. It is not the customer's job to ask you if you take cash card. Like, that needs to be something that's clear. Now, that might have been the case 20 years ago, but that's not where we at right now. And it's like, you need to tell people up front, do you take it, do you not? But that also leads me into accounting. You cannot account for credit card fees. You can't not account for credit card fees. You can't not account for food deliveries. You can't not account for electricity. You can't not account for
all the overhead that you're gonna have.
All the overhead. You need bread for that.
Yeah.
You gotta account for that way before you start your business. You need to account for think about how much money you're going to make. What does that mean on your return on your investment? What is the other R word? Revenue. What kind of revenue? I went to business school twice. I know it too. You need to figure out, okay, I have this much that I've spent. I need to make this much back so it can even out. That's called breaking even. And then it needs to be sold this much so I can make a profit.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's the way that goes. You have to replenish it. If there's inventory, what does that mean? That inventory needs to be organized, restocked, accounted for, receipts, like basic little things that it's like, I want us to succeed so bad, but we have to be better. But you know what else is annoying? And especially in this particular situation, is the fucking customer service.
That's really what gets
Why are you so nasty?
Like, you can put up with a lot if the customer service is right.
My God.
Like, I could come back and be like, oh, you know what, that was just a thing that happened. This happened in my order, blah, 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 blah. Customer service is on point. But you can't be doing that stuff and then your customer like then what am I coming for?
Pick a goddamn struggle.
What am I coming for? I can't support you. I can't because in the end of the day, I work hard for my money.
Girl.
And I'm not about to just hand it over to people that can't even treat me like a person.
A human.
And then
That shit be irking the fuck out of me. I went to a hair salon once. So this is like, I've had a few, now that I'm thinking about it, because I said before, I've had a few physical black experiences, but like, I've had like a few times in my life where I was like, yo, this is upsetting. I went to the hair salon and it was my fault. I mistakenly asked for, in fact, I have 2 hair salon experiences that are trash. I asked for a versatile weave, but I wanted a vixen weave, which means you can like put it any way that you want it. But then I said versatile. So when I got there, I kept telling them like vixen, and then the stylist was like, let me double check with the manager. The manager came downstairs and cursed me out. You said you wanted the versatile and you didn't want the vixen, and I don't understand, and I just, because she doesn't do that, and literally lit into me. Over a mistake. It was I was just misunderstood, and she just was so nasty about it. And it was like my hair, at that point everything's already in. So like, and I've already paid my deposit, like I'm just gonna finish this, which is wrong on my part. But it was just like, now I have to sit here and take abuse, all that trauma that I gotta go re-unpack of why I don't like it when people yell at me, all because it was a general basic misunderstanding.
But like, what would that make that person think? That it was okay to come speak to a paying customer? Why? And anybody like that that's crazy.
Yeah. And it's just like, what could have happened was this. I thought we talked about, that the versatile weave just means you could put it in a ponytail, but doesn't necessarily mean it's a vixen, because there seems to be a misunderstanding. See how easy that is? I can understand that. I am not a human that is not...
It was like she was getting gully with you before you could get gully with her.
And I was in the chair. So it's like I can't get up from where I'm at to now punch you in the face. And you're also way older than me, so I have some sort of respect. But it was just like, that doesn't need to be the case. When I'm handing you my card to pay for food that has now taken 45 minutes, that is over $50 for 3 plates,
that's ridiculous.
It's just nuts. You got the nerve to fix your face and look at me and suck your teeth and roll your eyes talking about you didn't ask if I took cards or not. What? Guys, I can go to Subway. I don't even like Subway like that. But I can run down the Subway and it would be cool.
Use my card.
So you try, but there's some that do it right, because I see there's certain very successful black businesses.
Of course.
And it's like, but it's like one of the places downtown that opened, I think it was a few years ago. And it was like, oh, okay, look, a new soul food restaurant. Because, for as many black people in this neighborhood.
Downtown on the Ave.
There is very few soul food restaurants in this area. Very
Which
few.
is trash, because I've been to so many barbecues in Englewood, New Jersey, and the food be on point. So
I'm saying, it's hard to run a business, especially a food business is hard, and I get it. You want to find me, that's like 7 day a week, all the time kind of thing.
Kitchen.
And it's like... it's like, you see this place and it opens up and then you look at the price and you're like, why is lunch $7 but dinner's $15? Is the plate double the price? Is the plate double the size?
Now that's another question.
Now, I try, but I am not going to come down for $15. No, I'm sorry. That's a lot of money for what you're asking.
That makes me consider, where are you ordering your food from? Who's doing all your inventory?
No, but I remember these people thought they were doing like everything fresh. It was one of those things like you had to wait. It was like, okay, I understand fried chicken takes some time to cook, but
there should be some prep.
It was like before. A bistro, and you're like, right, okay, I can understand, but like it shouldn't take as long. But is this also like, is that me as a consumer subconsciously giving black-owned businesses a harder time, not even realizing, because it's like if I was at Red Lobster, I'd be like, yeah, my shrimp take
knowing good and goddamn well ain't nothing fresh at Red Lobster, although tasty.
We'd be in there like, yes, I will wait my 30 minutes for my plate. So it's like, is it a subconscious thing that we're doing, or is it just? But it was also like, I feel like the prices are too high. But is that something again? have we been bred to think that?
Wow.
Or is that really...
What a
I mean,
great
there
question.
are times, like, there's that restaurant you guys recommended me to. And you guys loved it. They loved it.
which
It was
one?
the
The
place
one
at
on-
the gas station.
Yes.
Y'all are wrong for that one.
They're in the mall now.
They're in the
never
mall
been.
now, and their reviews are still
I
trash
used to
all
love
over
it.
the internet.
I used to love it.
Their food was, the
I was
rice was
like-
crunchy, and the macaroni and cheese was so mushy, and I was like, listen, and then they were giving me a little flack because I got there at 5 on a Sunday. I was like, your thing legit says you're open till 3 a.m., and it does not specify which day you're open to 3 a.m. It just says 11 to 3 a.m. or something crazy. And he was like, he was like joking around, but I felt a certain way about it, like, what do you mean, like, I came here late? Like, this legit says...
I don't get
and
that.
And it was not good. I went there twice because I understand that idea. Like, don't just say one time we just turn our backs
Cool.
for black-owned businesses. I'm trying to do that, which is why I went back to that nail girl. And then that's why I'm never going back there again. Because, like you can't be charging... I can't have $90 nails, and they're lifting in 2 weeks. That is crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous.
I cannot drive. And even though she was in New Jersey over the girl, I went to Brooklyn. I'm still driving 5,000 highway. It was like almost a worse. I'd rather go drive to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It was a straightforward way to get to Brooklyn, as opposed to I had to go by the Newark airport. I was like doing all kind of turns, and I was just like, okay, this is not where it's not. I got a ticket anyway. And then I was like, that is crazy. $55 for a fill-in?
So your
It's
product
crazy.
has to match.
$55 for a
that's
fill-in,
insane.
and then you're gonna give me
I'm about to
2
become a
weeks.
nail tech.
You gonna
Watch
tell
out.
me 2 weeks is
Y'all
as
gonna be coming to Englewood to see me.
I'm saying
The
because
new
you know
nail
what, there's
tech. The
literally
new local nail
but there's
tech.
hardly any nail techs in this area. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we're so close to
All right,
New.
I'm speaking it into existence right
do it.
now.
That's not a terrible idea because
I'm
you
doing
can
it
literally
now.
like build it because
You
you're
can
an
do it.
architect.
You open
and
a
like,
shed in the
yeah,
backyard.
Doing it.
Yeah, and build it from the back and like
I'm doing it.
it could be as nice as the one next to Bergen Pack.
It could be nice.
Yeah,
it could be
and
super
it's
nice
just
like
that
that.
like, and I understand
I
products
stopped going
cost
there,
more.
but it's nice.
I understand products cost more. I understand we all want all these things, but like
But you got to give quality too.
quality, like I cannot have nails. You know how those were the easiest
And that's
nails
the
I've
thing
ever
with me,
peeled off
like-
my nails. I've been getting my nails since I was 16, and at 31, that was one of the worst kept sets I've ever had. That was the worst.
You can't.
And I've done my own
That's
nails.
the thing
Don't
with me as
make
a
me
business,
pay
like, as a-
$60 for a plate and give me undercooked chicken.
When I
We're
work,
fighting.
I put
Like-
my all. I give you the best I can possibly give you. So why are you giving me shit?
Exactly.
Now, you know what else I
I work
find
too hard
interesting?
for that, and I'm not. I don't got time for this. Like, don't do that. And it's like I understand you think this and that, and it is great, but like it's not. Who?
I also think it's super interesting how a lot of black businesses I've heard and I've seen and like read based on like reviews for black customers, this is the stuff that we'll deal with. But for customers of other races, it's not like that at all. Everyone's like, oh my God, no, they're so great. They're so nice. They're so easy. It's so great. And it's like, we can't have the problem within. It needs to be.
It's like
Because
maybe
it's
the black
both
folks
ways.
walking.
It's
I'm the
both
niggas.
ways.
It is
and
both ways. It is
I'll
both ways.
I'll admit that it can definitely be some of us as the consumer. A lot of it is stuff that we've learned that's subconscious. A lot of it is a trust issue. A lot of it is the matter of like, well, you didn't do this fast enough. If I'm a person who makes something, right? If I'm a tailor or a dressmaker, it is my responsibility to tell my customer how long this is going to take to make. And if I don't have the materials and such, if I don't have the time, if I don't have all of the things that I need in order to make this work, I need to keep those lines of communication open. It's also my responsibility in that particular industry that if there is a separate cost, if there's a cost for labor and a cost for actual materials, don't give me two separate prices and at two separate times. If I ask you how much is it going to be to make a dress and you tell me $500, I'm going to give you $500.
Right.
Don't tell me, oh, $500 was just for the materials. The labor is $800. That means it's $1,300. Tell me that. Because either I got $1,300 to give you or I don't. And that's just you can't make the decision for me. Let me figure that out. Same thing happened with my birthday party. I said, how much is it for the deposit? Now, this is a place that we've been our entire fucking lives. And it should be free. And it wasn't expensive, but it's just like, I've been an Inglewood resident for 30 years. I should be able to come into this establishment and show you my birth certificate, and I should be able to be here and enjoy. So I asked, and I got there. He told me exactly what I said, how much is the whole thing? He said, $600. Cool. I got there, and he was like, no, it's $800. And I said, what? And he was just like, because I came prepared with the $600, and he's like, oh yeah, no. If you did that, if you were to pay it in full, it would be $800. And it's like,
if I were to pay it in full, what are you talking about?
The deposit?
No, I know what you're talking about. I'm saying, what is he talking about? What do you mean in full? If I asked what the whole thing was, that is in full. That means full in full. You know, I feel like you have really bad experiences.
Yeah.
I have never seen something. That is crazy.
I get it a lot.
That's crazy.
I get it a lot. And really quick, back to hair. My sister used to get her hair braided, and a lot of, I don't know if it's every African shop, but when I got my faux locks in, I experienced something like this.
Yes.
And when TS got her hair braided, I don't know exactly where it was, but she got it, and it was African women braiding. Now listen, everything that I got in my body came from Africa. Like, whether it was diaspora after that, it all comes from the motherland and down. They know that the same way we know that. Why are you seeing Black American people and upcharging them? Tias would get her hair done, and they told her one price, and by the time it was done, it was not just $20 extra. We're talking a whole new price that I wasn't prepared for. Or like with me, I called
I hate that. And it's not because I've been to like getting my hair done at like the Dominicans. You know, you go there and they're like,
oh, Black people.
Because they see your hair and they be like, well, you
but
know,
see, no, and that's real.
And I've been going to you for years. You've known me for years, and you want to tell me it's gonna be this, and when I'm done, you're like pretty much doubling it.
Why? You know my hair. I went to get that faux lock done. First of all, they told me it was gonna take 3 hours. It took 8.
Oh, lies! They lied to you, girl.
1, 2.
At least 6 hours.
I said to them when I called, I said, does the faux lock depend on the length, and does it depend on the size? And they said, yes. I said, cool. If it's $150 for bob, that means if this is $150, and then if the shoulder is $150, cool, that makes it $200. If it goes back to bra length, that would make it $250. That's how much I intended on paying, $250. And maybe $270 because I'm a nice tipper. $300 they charge me, $280. I say, yo, that's not how much that is, because that's not what you asked for.
Right.
And I had to go back and I called them. And then when I called them to rectify it, she's like, I called her one day, got off the phone with me because she needed to figure it out. I called her the next day. She goes, I already spoke to you. I said, you did, and you didn't rectify what I asked you for. Well, I'm just going to give you your $80 back because, yes, you are. And then has the nerve to tell me, we had to take it out of the braiders. You know, we had to take it out of the braiders.
To guilt you.
Girl, I feel
like,
bad.
well,
I said, okay. I was just like, you know, that's trifling. You definitely don't need to do that to somebody like that. It has nothing to do with her. But you gonna give me my $80 back. Yeah. And they did. But it was just like, why do I have to go through that when I'm trying to support y'all? I'm trying to build this up. So there's a show on WeTV called, I forget, Hustle and
Soul.
Hustle and Soul. So Hustle and Soul on WeTV is a show about the Pink Teacup. The Pink Teacup used to be a bomb at a soul food restaurant in Brooklyn, but they got shut down for health code violations, which Black businesses.
Where is Lisa right now?
Where is your permits? Where clean this, get that shit in order before you get started. It needs to be implemented with your business plan, with your budget. That's all part of how you run a successful business if it's up to health code violation. Health code, not violation. What's the other word?
Standard.
Thank you. Health code standard. So this show is obviously, a lot of this is like fabricated a little bit extra for television because you have to sell it. But you got people fist fighting in the middle of a restaurant. You got people cursing people out in the middle of the restaurant, breaking glass, doing all time. There has to be some sort of management that helps the restaurant or whatever business it is flow properly. It can't just be willy-nilly here. There has to be some sort of management policy put in place.
Of course.
Talk to me about that. One of you. Both of you.
I mean, yeah, there should be. I mean, it's just like any business. It needs to be run.
I mean, I haven't worked in food industry per se, but I have, but
not even in food industry, like just in general.
Like,
yeah.
I've worked in an office where the management was not there for you at all. They was there for themselves and only cared about themselves. And if you asked the question, you got nothing back but attitude.
Well,
why?
Yeah.
Isn't there like one goal here, and that's to push this business forward? How are we supposed to do that if you are not there to support us?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that with food places, they might feel like, oh, the food's on point. That's all I need to figure it out. Like, that's all you need. Then that's not all you need.
No.
It's so many things because, you know, like, if we're going, especially Black people, if we're going into, you know, if we're just disenfranchised part of the, you know, the country and and we're the poorest and blah, blah. Why would, you know, we want to spend our money where somewhere we believe in, you know what I'm saying? Where something where we feel comfortable going into, that, you know, like all these places that you always hear about, like, oh, it feels like family. That's the kind of stuff that you want because isn't the world hostile to us enough that you want a place. You want to be putting your money into places that is comfortable and you feel welcome, and you feel at home, and you feel at peace. So you need to put in place in a business steps to make that happen because that's more than half. That's more than half.
Absolutely. And to be completely fair, there are plenty of white-owned businesses or other race-owned businesses that don't make you feel that way, but will still keep going back there because they at least have an order of operations, a sense of management. They have a great customer service. They have their product is good. Their product is timely. I'm not sitting here waiting. You know, mommy bought me a coat for Christmas, and it got to be April. And the girl from I forget the name of the place. And it was a Black-owned designer, literally from April. And mommy was like, she bought from her, and they had to give her money back because she was just like, I'm just so backed up on orders that I just didn't have a time to make it or whatever. And it's like, somewhere between Christmas and April
should have been made clear.
You need to make that clear. You need to, or even if. Not only can you make that clear, but you just have to be aware that you can't do everything by yourself. Yeah. And you
need to stipulate that, look, I am a sole proprietor. I work by myself. Yeah. So this is custom fashion that you're getting. So, which means that you... Ooh. Oh, that was...
Ooh, girl. Please. You be taking a shot right now.
But that means that you need to make these things clear to people. It's not that they won't buy from you. They will just understand it won't come to them.
Black people are not dumb. We are perfectly capable of making the decision of, you know, okay, I just won't come here today.
And we will manage our time around your time.
That's anybody. Like, if something's going on, let me know. Because my money, I have put my money into something. I want to know what's going on with it. If I expect a product... then keep me updated, because it's my product now. You got my money. It's mine. So it's my property that you're holding on to.
Oh, my God. I've had another bad experience. If I forgot all about this. Yes, about my money that I give to you. You reminded me. My father wanted a pair of sneakers. There's a new, it's not new, but up at the top of our city, across, I don't even know the name of this business, so I can't even, like, tell the name even if I wanted to. But it's like a luxury brand place. I'm so sorry to cut you off, but it just smacked me in the face.
Over by where Kidsville was?
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
R.I.P. to Kidville. It's like what a joy and disaster that was. It's trash. But in that area, we'll just say, for legal reasons, my father, I bought these pair of sneakers that I really liked. So excited. I bought them. My dad liked them. I wanted to get my dad a pair for Father's Day. I go there. They're out of it. Okay, fine. Can you order them for me? And they're like, oh, well, they don't have that color anymore. I said, okay, that's fine. So I go back. I talk to my dad about it. He chooses another color. I come back. I tell them about it. Not only did they told me that, oh, well, you still, we don't know if we're going to get this color in here, blah, 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 blah. But you can, we're supposed to see the guy at the convention. And, you can maybe, they just kept kind of dancing around it. And I'm like, all right, well, if I pay for them, then you can get them for me. Like, just order it. That's it.
Right.
So they're like, well, we don't know but all this hoods, but you can pay for it if you want. And I'm like, okay. So I pay for it. I keep my receipt. Mm-hmm. Never came. Never come. They never came. And then they want to talk about they don't do return policies.
Excuse me? No, you stole my money.
They did all that. Him and Hod went through this whole thing, gave me my money back for me to go online and see the sneakers and order them myself. Mm. It doesn't have to be like that. It don't have to be like that.
How do they?
How difficult is it?
Stealing your money.
How difficult is it to go online and order it for me if I'm taking the money from you? How difficult is that? That's just it boggles my brain because it's like and I don't even know if they're particularly Black owned, but it's just the fact that and again, we're talking about Black businesses in particular because I want y'all to be better. There are plenty of Black businesses that run like a well-oiled machine. Mm-hmm. They got their shit together. It's clean. It's organized. Everybody's nice. Everybody's happy. Things are working. That is the kind of environment we all want to be a part of.
Well, that's because everybody should own a business. Let's be honest. Like just because it's like you should own everybody. Like I don't want to be an entrepreneur. I really don't really want to be.
It's not made for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
You got to be clear about what that means.
Some people are worker bees and some people are.
Yes. I mean, I'm not trying to work for them, but I'm a freelancer, so I technically work for myself. I don't work for anybody specifically.
But that doesn't mean you own a business.
Exactly, but I'm not a business owner, and it's like I don't really want to commit. Commit? I want to say submit or something. I don't want to commit my life to a business because that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a constant thing to build it, to maintain it. I understand. That's not my calling. Yeah. Jesus did not place that on my heart.
All right.
Okay?
Come on.
He did not. All right, I like to get my check, put it in the bank, and then the taxes are taken sometimes, and you know what I'm saying? That's how I like to live my life. But not everybody should. I have a business. That's great that you have an idea. Maybe you're meant to come together with somebody else. Yeah, maybe you're an investor. Who's got the business sense to do something. But that don't mean you need to open up something just because you got decided that you're
a great idea. Yeah,
that your curry chicken is better than everybody else's. That don't mean that you need to open a restaurant.
You just have to be very clear about who you are as a person. How do you work? Where have you worked? What kind of that is the key right there. I think because when you have worked in places enough, you understand how people are. The public is. I used to tell people that all the time when I worked at Bath and Body Works. I said, they're like, you're just so great, and it's like because I'm not just a worker, I'm a customer. Yeah. When I go into some place, I want them to be nice to me.
Yes, I want to be treated how I want to be treated as
how you would treat
how I would treat somebody else. So, and that's also been a really big thing for my job. Like I've realized that as long as it took me to get into my job, like the customer service, the jobs that I had have helped me immensely with who I am, how I was received. And how successful I became, I have become in my job.
I have had one customer service job, and I will never work customer service anymore.
It's not easy. No, customer service is not
customer service is trash.
It's like my job, I'm with people all the time. And I have to get things from people, and I have to, especially when if I'm working with, like, talent or any, like, they have this, somebody created this thing that famous people should be treated special. I don't know who did that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that helped me be like, you have to smile in the face of rudeness. You have to smile in the face of condescending condescension and things
Are these,
like that.
Are these 5 for $5? Yes. Can I buy 2? No.
Like, no, she wants the glass
You can buy,
bottles.
you can
We
buy
can't
2,
have the
but you will be
plastic.
charged full
You
price.
know, it's like, especially working at a bank, you're dealing with people's money. Now, people are not
Snapping
playing
at
games
you.
with you. Like, where's my money at? And it's like, I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, you're the one with the card. You the one with the bank account.
I'm
my money's fine in my account.
When people fuck up, I will call them up and curse them all the way out and get money back, get things taken off, get things for free.
That legit works, though.
It does, because you gotta, and I'm not saying that it has to be like that, but I always preface it with, I know it's not your fault, but this is unacceptable.
No, I've had to do that too.
And it's
I
like,
just started doing it
or
with my
it's
car.
good.
With my car.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I know that. I know you
that
had to
was
curse
rough.
them out, because it's like,
But I did a nice cursing.
yeah.
I was like, I just don't understand. Nobody is helping me.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm being helped as the customer.
That's right. And it's like Spectrum and Verizon at my house. So for some reason I had one Verizon internet and one Spectrum cable, which I don't understand
Because
how.
Verizon started taking over finally.
Cool, but like that don't mean they don't work together. It was like, so we were for a little bit there, we were having like really terrible internet. I can't remember if it was Verizon or if it was Spectrum, but somebody had wires underground
Verizon.
that they had to like figure that whole thing out,
Verizon does that.
which is nuts to me. The poor worker.
That's where we work. I mean, we don't, but like the drawings that we do,
Right.
is for that,
Right.
figuring that stuff out.
So the two of them couldn't get it together, and then it spent the entire summer with us with no internet. Like we work a lot of my family, we work things at home, so like I need the internet to work.
Trust me, I know.
And so we keep calling Verizon, and Verizon is sending the same 3 people over here telling us the same 3 things that have nothing. We have already passed this stage. It's like, again, lines of communication with the people that you're working with so that I don't have to sit here on the phone. Now I got a big dirt hole, and people are going underneath that. Spectrum is like, no, this is a Verizon problem. Verizon's like, no, this is a Spectrum problem.
I've had that too.
I had to call both people up and say, listen.
Imagine having to do that with 2 banks and your money.
Oh, terrible.
I've had to do that.
And
I've had
banks
to go
is
back
hard.
Banks
is hard.
They don't be caring
It was
at all
a
about
nightmare.
You.
Yeah,
Don't be
banks
caring
is
at all.
hard because that's the thing with cash
Literally.
again. Cash is hard to once it's gone, it's hard to
so be
retrieve
like,
back.
no. This trace right here. Look at this paper trail.
Okay.
I'm showing them
Cash.
the paper trail, and they're like, yeah, but
Trash.
it's their problem. And then the other bank is like, no, it's their problem. And I'm like, but this money is in limbo. Where the hell is it?
Someone needs to fix my problem that I ain't got my bread. And so that's what's super. No, you can yawn on here. We have lots of ASMR. All right, this was a lovely conversation, friends. Black people, I love y'all to death.
Customers and
Customer service
and business
accounting, order of operations, your management, your policies, your health codes.
Just game up.
Just get it together. Yeah. Because if all that shit was in place, we'd be litty. And I want that. I want that for all of us. This was a tough love conversation. It's not for y'all to feel like, oh, you guys are hating on, but no. I just want y'all to be better. And it's like, we have the opportunities to be better. Let's be better.
But I'd also like to say consumers. Consumers.
Where's your patience?
Exactly.
Relax yourself.
Nobody's going to get it the first time.
Allow people, give us some grace.
Yes.
Just, breathe,
but there's a limit.
Stretch, shake, let it go.
Let it go.
There's a limit to my love.
There's a limit.
But also...
Sorry, I'm going to give you 2 times. And if they're asleep.
I get it. I
don't make that much money just be giving people my money.
For real.
I just don't. I don't have that kind of... my bank account don't have that many chances for you.
I charge clients way less than what if they went to the white architect down the street. Way less. And they still are complaining. Like, if you have a problem with it, go down the street.
You should just start charging that price.
No,
then. The same
if you
price that guy down the street. And let them keep complaining, they're going to pay you.
That's right. But also, you can go to Home Depot and do it yourself. If you're going to be doing all this, DJ your own party.
No, they yeah, exactly.
Put up a playlist. That's free.
That's why I do my own.
I've had somebody
I
be
don't
like,
have time to be
look,
worrying
it's
for
too much
people.
money. I'll draw it myself. I'm like, okay,
no.
go ahead.
That's why.
That
Sometimes you
is
gotta
fine.
do it yourself.
That's fine. And consumers,
She was like, I went to art school. I was like,
why you on my phone?
for you.
You were wasting up my minutes. Get off my phone.
That's amazing.
Go draw
Have
them.
fun.
Have a great day. And leave me out of it. That's it.
bye.
That's it. Last story. I was looking up, bridal dresses and such. And there's a Black-owned wedding designer that I really want to get to when the time finally arises. And it's I also won't say that I can't bring myself to say the names of these businesses because I don't want it to just spread.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
But I remember one of our high school, not necessarily friends, but like we know her, and was like, yeah, I went there for a friend of mine, and it was just such a great experience at first because it's like, every other, she's a plus size girl, so every other time you go to try on a wedding dress, it's either A-line or it don't fit right, and they try to give you all these things. So this was the first time that she could get a dress that she wanted, and it fit her body, and it was nice, and she wanted blush. She wanted it to be pink. And no communication. She went to call back the dressmaker, and literally from the time she went in to purchase the dress from a week to the wedding, had been hitting her up, asking her what's going on, and got no response. And then finally had to call them and curse them out and do all this extra loops and bounds for her to get the dress, and then the dress wasn't pink. And the excuse was she didn't, the pink was too expensive, or she couldn't get it pink, or she couldn't, whatever it was. And it's like, my wedding day has got to be one of the most important days of my life. And I hope that for you, when you get married, it's one of the most important days of your life as well. But you can't have me out here literally like an ex-girlfriend trying to knock your house down, trying to stab you in the middle of the night because you won't answer the phone about things that I've paid you for. I just need us to be better. And we can't be on either sides. We can't be bitter. We can't be nasty about it. We just have to be better.
I've gone, and unfortunately this is worse because it was a family member. Gone and, taking the measurements, done almost like 75% done, and them come, and they don't even tell me, oh, we went with somebody else. I didn't make not a dollar.
Family members is another trifling thing too, because it's like you think because I came out of your vaginal canal that you need to get a discount, and it's like you can get a small discount, but you still have to pay me.
That's true. I mean, I think we all do it in the beginning, but it's like, I've definitely come to, not that I have a lot.
But it's like you called me. I wasn't looking for you.
Yeah.
You call me. I come to you. I do everything you asked me to do, and then you cut me off without a word.
Why? And it's like, you
not
can't.
when you're gonna already have them do the work.
Right.
And I was showing them the work too. I was like, look, do you like this? Do you want to like this? Da 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 da. Nothing after that.
Deposits, contracts.
Yes, deposits.
Yeah, I'm gonna say contracts. Yes.
Protect yourself.
Yes.
Insurance.
I think, like I said, it goes both ways. Like we're, unfortunately, it's just part of all the stuff that's happened to us.
Yeah.
It's all a thing.
So
it's a part of what they've done. It's a part of what
Absolutely.
the people have done, and it worked. That's the thing. It worked, and
Just
that we're not
listen.
a unified group.
do some Googles, do your research, and get your shit together. And we are going to take a break. This episode of Nobody Asked Me But is brought to you by So Music Entertainment. If you're looking for a professional recording studio to record your music projects, podcasts, voiceovers, or whatever your audio needs are, for a reasonable price, look no further. Visit somusicent.com. That's SOHMUSICENT.com for more details. You can also follow them at So Music ENT, which is SOHMUSICENT on Twitter and Instagram for a free consultation. And a special shout out to Mr. Ash, the engineer who mixed and edited our podcast today. And you can follow him at Mr. Ash X, which is MRASHX. They have some of the best engineers here at Soul Recording Studios, so don't wait any longer to make your dream project a reality. Visit soulmusicent.com or call 929-900-6044 now. And let's get back to our show. So it's time for our Black nostalgia, and we have to give a big ups to the fashion of yesteryear, all of the streetwear. Now, I used to have this Roc-A-Wear jumpsuit that was velour, and it was gray, and it had pink. It was gray, pink, and white, and it was just my favorite thing. I also lived for a baby Phat like zip-up hoodie. Anyone that knows me knows during my years in 8th grade, 8th to 10th grade, maybe. No, 9th to 11th grade, I wore that stupid black gold baby Phat hoodie.
I do remember it.
I know, because I literally would wear it every day because it was tight and it would make my boobs look good when it was zipped up, and it was just...
Get that extra security.
Yeah, security. And it was just like, back then it was like, it's tight and it's
velour
cute.
suits were the
But not just velour, but but like Baby Phat, Phat Farm, Echo.
I never had a name brand, so I don't know if I can contribute.
FUBU.
FUBU.
Was it Aniche or NYC?
I mean, I had Champion before
I
it
always
was
called it
popping.
Aniche.
Champion is... I call it Aniche too. Champion is lit. And Champion is a part of it.
Now. Back then it was like, oh, you shop at Walmart?
Oh, no.
You shop at... That was like Kmart's brand. Like, let's be real. When I saw Champion was on, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah.
I am 20 years.
Can I tell you? I was wait. So Clifford and I was showing Clifford this video on Instagram, and this guy is proposing to this girl. Looks like he's proposing to her.
Oh, I seen it.
And like one of his friends shouts out something. He's like, well, while he's proposing in the proposed stance on one knee, he says, "You can go fuck yourself." And like she starts wilding out, and Clifford said, "That is terrible. You just got played by somebody wearing Champion sneakers."
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's
And
the truth.
they look crazy. They don't look like a cool pair. They look crazy.
Well, I mean, they're like that big, like ugly dad shoes, then, right? So it's not what they look like. The Champion sneaker? No, I don't know.
They look. You know what a
the
Jordan
Phillips?
brand sneaker looks like? So there's Jordans.
Yeah.
And then there's Jordan brand, and like the Jordan brand sneaker is like, obviously not as cool.
Oh, right, because when they were burning the sneakers and they were like,
right.
oh, they just
So like
burned.
they look like that.
Oh, yeah.
They look like that, but they have like this giant Champion thing on the side.
right.
Hilarious. It's ridiculous. Mark Echo, of course, was a big one. Who else did I used to wear, or I used to see? Sean John was out here, okay?
Yeah.
With the velour. Louis Correa
I thought you
had
were trying to
on.
bring it back. I can't figure
The
out how to wear
Gucci
those
velour
pants.
suit was nuts.
I can't figure out how to wear it yet.
You can't figure out how you wear it in
It's
the
like
winter.
it's still like a zip because the pants are like a zip off leg. Like you
What?
can turn it into shorts.
No.
And the jacket is zip off sleeves.
What?
And I'm like, am I gonna rock this without like?
Why you ain't go to the B2K concert with that girl? That would have been amazing. Is it tan?
Concert though.
Is it tan?
It's blue. It's like a royal blue. It was my dad.
Really?
And I keep I'm gonna try it again. Let me try it on, see if I can figure it out. And I'm like, nah, I can't wear this.
What you mean you can't go to the B2K concert, girl? That was the time.
B2K, gosh, I can't
That
go back
was
that far.
so
I'm sorry.
good.
There's certain-
That far?
There's certain things I cannot go back to the 90s, to the early 2000s for. Like,
Why?
There's certain
Like
shows
what?
I can't watch. I really cannot watch Family Matters. I cannot really go back and watch reruns
Oh
of
my
Family Matters.
God! Why?
Yes,
I
but
can kind of feel you on some of that. Like, yeah, certain
it's too, I don't know.
certain shows I haven't, but like, and there's other shows where I can, I go all the way back with you. I will watch you
Early
over and over again.
2000s? Nah, I can't watch
But
none
there
of them
are-
shows.
there
Not
are
a single one.
certain
I
ones
can't.
that-
You know what?
My wife
started
and kids, my sisters be watching
I
it. I'd be
love
like,
my
I
wife
can't
and
watch that again.
kids.
I loved it, but now I
No, I
absolutely
love it. I watch it all the time.
All those
You know what
early
I watch
shows like
now? I didn't watch it as much then, but I watch a lot now. I will definitely sit and binge a Parker's. I love the Parkers.
That was Moesha. I cannot watch. Sister, I cannot watch.
I could watch Sister. I caught it once. I was like, that show was funny. That show was funny.
It was funny, but I
Y'all
can't.
are literally setting my hair on
Listen,
fire.
I've been watching The Nanny, and that show is so funny.
I've watched The Nanny.
The Nanny.
Like
The Nanny, I have.
90s-ish
I love The Nanny.
shows, but like some of that stuff is like I'm not gonna ever be able to go watch Boy Meets World again.
No,
I can't watch Boy Meets
not
World.
doing it either.
I can't. I can't do that.
Well, see, I can't watch Boy Meets World now because I have a whole new perspective on people who are not black. So like,
Well,
I just,
yeah.
so
I mean,
it's
you
hard
start
for me.
seeing stuff,
but I
like,
love.
I've
Family
never liked
Matters, I don't know, it
Friends,
was
so
too
I would
much.
never go back and watch
I
that.
watched it when it was like on
Friends.
the WB.
Friends,
at, like,
nothing.
10 o'clock.
If they
I could never
brought
get
back
with it.
Felicity, would you watch it?
I never watched.
I've never
Felicity.
watched it.
Me neither. Good. Okay. It's good talk. Good talk.
I did sneak and watch Dawson's Creek, and
Never
that's another
watched
one
it.
I could never watch again. Like some. Of
Oh
that
no!
stuff is-
I know the one for you. It'd be One Tree Hill.
Never watched that
yes. I was.
Oh yes.
Massive.
You hear that? You hear that old church? Oh yes.
No, but I didn't watch it all the way through because it's like once characters started, like when original
Your
characters,
favorite
there's like
theme,
one or main character left. You're like, I can't watch this. Grey's Anatomy had to stop. I was like, I don't know none of these people. I don't care about what's happening. They keep shooting up the hospital. It was like
Oh
a
my
bunch
God.
of nonsense.
Grey's Anatomy
There's like new
be
people,
fucking-
and wasn't they had 3 new siblings from who? Who had all these kids? Where are all these hidden children coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like certain shows were like too much. Like Jane the Virgin had to stop.
Yeah,
I
I had to stop that one. It was.
It was doing too much. When Petra and her twin switched and put her in a coma, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
done.
pretty
I'm
much
done.
when I stopped
I was
watching.
like, I can't watch this no more. Y'all doing too much. I know it's a telenovela.
I stopped
but
watching
this is
when
America.
Gina Rodriguez tried to act like being black was an issue, and so
She just wants to make it like Latinos are suffer the most. I think that's the problem.
Gina Rodriguez,
I haven't
leave me
really been paying
alone.
attention to stuff that she says because
leave
I don't
me
know.
alone. I
But
don't
like,
care.
she wants to make it like when she said that black actresses make more than Asian actresses and Asian make more than Latinas. I was like, girl, you confused.
Just shut up.
That's so
Well,
confusing.
guess what? The white ones is making more than all of us.
You can also just be quiet. Like you can just stop talking. I hate when I lose something.
What do you lose?
My pen dropped, and so
Your
now,
pen?
yeah, and so now
We haven't found it.
it like
Oh, I see it.
you see it. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I don't know how we got to G and Rodriguez from FUBU, but
6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees of separation. But yes, that is our Black Nostalgia of the Week, and now it's time for
Wait,
the...
what was it though? Did we say what it was?
Yeah, it was the name brands of the yesteryear.
Okay.
We also,
I thought we were
you know what else
I
we
remember
did?
say like
when it's-
lugs and
Lugs, Tim's,
Timberland,
FUBU,
I finally got my first pair of Timbs at 30. Yay!
and I've just gotten rid of my last pair of Timbs.
Okay,
It took me 30
both
years.
of you people need to go back and reevaluate.
My parents were not about to buy me no real.
And I had
Oh my
one of every
God.
color.
So
I got
this,
it.
you
I
want to
was-
hear
I
a story
had a
about
red, I
that?
had a
Straight
gray, I had a
Payless
blue.
kid. I was at Payless
So Tim,
and
so
Kmart.
somebody, this is back before like the internet really got popping, but somebody had started a rumor, I guess, internet adjacent, and said that the tree on the Timberland boot was a lynching tree. As if trees in general can't be lynching trees. Like, there's not one tree that's a lynching tree.
That's the
Like,
tree right there. Let's
right.
burn it down.
So it's like trees in general. Like, so I got
but
you.
I've also
everything
heard that the
can't be,
creator
like-
of Timberland didn't like black people.
But so what happened
Tommy
was,
Hilfiger, right?
so what happened was Tommy Hilfiger was also ginormous in the 90s for blacks. But yes, he said a lot
Is
of
that
crazy
who?
shit
That's the
about
one who
that.
said it on Oprah, right? I don't.
Yeah,
make
he
it for
said I
black
don't
people."
make it for urban communities, which is like, what
And
the hell are you
like,
talking about? But
Which is
anyway,
who was lining his pockets at
Exactly.
the time?
Still,
trash. Anyway,
Tommy Hilfiger's
So-
back too.
he is back, but I just don't care anymore. Like,
Because everybody's
And
doing
look
the
who's
90s.
who he's recruiting.
but like when it was popping, it was Aaliyah, and Aaliyah was like everything for us. So it's like she looks cute. I want to look cute like Aaliyah, and now I'm like I don't care. But anyway,
it also comes with growth and age.
of
with
course.
You know.
So I remember being annoyed because it's like I deserve Tim's. I deserve a pair of Tim's. I didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong to me. I need to figure that out, right? So I got, of course, when I was able to get them, I got this random light blue pair and I think a pink. And I got like a pink FUBU pair of Tim like knockoffs. And
Yeah.
I was like, better, but not what I needed.
Quite it.
So I remember Miss McGrath. In 9th grade, I told Miss McGrath about it, and she felt really bad because I was really upset about the fact I was like, I don't get to have Tim's. Everyone else is walking around with Tim's. So many black people have Tim's. And, you know, my parents won't have it because they're trying to tell me that it's the lynching tree, which now as an adult is ridiculous because any tree can suffice. And she wrote
They're
to
like, y'all don't see that tiny roping.
I mean, gosh. And so Ms. McGrath wrote them a letter for me, and they wrote her back. And they were like, people have been accusing us of being racist for years. Not only are we are not a Black-owned company, but pretty much everyone over here is Black, and we are very aware that our main consumer are Black people. So we love them. We're not racist. And I went home, and I put it in my dad's face, like, read it a week. And then Tim's. And so that is my Tim story.
Power
And
of change.
then
It's
wait, power of change. And then I wore them, brown Tims, and then they had blue laces until Laura and Sybil had to literally make me throw them out in college. I wore them every day because I wasn't able to.
You have to get it in.
Black people will preserve something. You understand me?
I don't be throwing anything away until there's like a hole in it and I can't fix it. But I think I can stuff this with something.
No, we have to let it go.
Just like I had to let all my Tims go.
Looking like
past.
another love to KO.
Tims are they're still killing
Yeah, but they're not for
it.
me
Depends
anymore.
on.
What do you mean they're not for you anymore, girl?
Why?
Why?
I can't with the big...
I
can't.
In the winter?
Heavy.
I got...
You want to be
Where am I
lightfoot?
going? I work at home. Where am
Okay.
I really going?
I need a little heavier foot in the winter.
I mean, mine don't fit, so there's that problem. They don't fit properly. They're a size too small, but I still cherish them. It's been a long. I was one of those kids. I wouldn't even ask because I knew, I was like, they ain't gonna. And of course, my sister would show up with name brand things. I'm like, wait a minute, how is this happening? She would strike deals and stuff, and I'd be like, what? Seriously, that's what happened. I think she had Tims. She definitely had Tims, I think. She would go half with my parents. She would pay half. She would save.
There are some things. There are some things you should go back and look at. Like, maybe I should have talked to her about that.
What?
Because I know the relationship between your sisters is interesting. So it's like, there are some things, however, that you should have been like, Naomi, let's take a meeting.
No, I definitely took that cue in when I wanted a TV when I moved to my third year in college. I wanted.
It took her third year of college to get a freaking clue.
No, because I was just like, what is she like? How is she getting these things? Y'all know I'm slow to the stuff. Why y'all acting surprised?
Baby.
I am.
Baby,
I know.
it's a new dawn and a new day.
I was always trying to be like the goody one.
I get it.
And it was like, and then I realized I wasn't getting anything. She was getting more than me. She played instruments I wanted to. But she had a violin. She had a guitar. She had lessons. She got lessons. No,
She was a bassist for a little bit.
This was in elementary school and middle school. She had gotten a guitar. I think we still got that guitar somewhere. She got a violin, and I remember seeing her get a violin, and I was so upset. But then as I got older, I remember I never said anything. And that's why I'm more vocal about things, which isn't necessarily helping me in that, because I feel like that it turned into complaining as opposed to.
Hey, I want this.
And I'm trying to do less complaining. That's one of my things for 2019 is less complaining.
Oh, okay.
It took me a long. I feel like maybe I did it before then too. Maybe in high school when I realized, because she got a North Face, a big North. Remember a North Face where it's popping and everyone had this giant North Face. She wasn't standing on no corner that she didn't know North Face. Because
She wasn't standing on no corner where she didn't know.
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? We were 10, Joy.
No, what I'm saying.
What corner is she gonna be standing on?
If you need a North Face, you're gonna be outside. Like, we wasn't walking home. My dad picked us up and dropped us off every day. We weren't walking anywhere. We were like, we don't even wear coats now.
Now see, that's also part of your problem. The justification that you need something nice because it needs to have some usage. Let me tell you what, a bitch will get a long fur and wear the shit to the grocery store. I will find a reason.
Because I'm in between where I'm like, I understand that I don't want to have more. I want to have less.
I get you.
And it's like, I want it to be practical to get wear out of it, but it's stylish at the same time. Like, I have my fur coat, but I didn't get another. I got that fur. I didn't get the fur and a teddy and a this and a that. I got the one because I needed something warm, and it keeps me warm, and it's stylish. And it's the one stylish jacket that I got. I'll give myself, I get one stylish this in the winter and, one nice pair of sandals. I don't accumulate too much because, first of all, I live in a tiny room. A tiny room in a very small closet, okay? And I don't need, where am I going? What am I doing? I went to the bookstore today. That's what I did.
Listen, okay?
And I went to get my
You
prescription.
don't know
at
who
the
will be
CVS.
at the bookstore.
That's true. But, like, you know, I still look... I got my dress.
No, you look
I have my
fantastic.
sandals that I've had for 4 years now. My
You look
classic
great.
jellies That are, I
You
think, still
doing
in
it, girl.
fashion. I don't know what the new sandal styles are this year.
Okay,
I don't
it's
think there
fine.
are any.
It's all right.
They're
We'll go
the
to-
Birkenstocks. I'm not about to do the Birkenstocks. See, it's like Birkenstocks.
But I feel like you would look really cute in this outfit in particular with a nice pair of white Birkenstocks.
I don't like
Adorable.
Birkenstocks. I don't like
so cute.
Birkenstocks.
All right.
But, you know, like, I have to like it. I have to want it. Like,
Yes.
I don't jump on every trend. I jump on some. But, yes, I did learn that from my sister, watching her get stuff that I never got, that I got my flat screen TV. In high school, in college, and I told my dad, I was like, "Will you go half on this with me?" And he did, and it was, and I got my screen. So it took time, and then that was
took time.
that was not the only thing that I did. Or maybe my car, maybe my first car too. I don't know, maybe.
So we're gonna move on to our lesson of the day. Thank you for
Okay.
those wonderful stories.
You're welcome.
So Clifford bought a new bed. I told you guys.
Yes.
And so IKEA,
They have nice beds at IKEA.
they have beautiful beds.
Yeah.
The mattress is bomb. I'm very excited about it.
It's a foam mattress.
It's a queen.
Okay.
Which is
No,
also
it's a foam though. It's a foam.
Oh,
or, like,
foam.
spray.
Yes.
I don't know. It's comfy.
Okay.
It's south.
It's south. Yes, south. So, man, I told him yesterday, like, oh, let's just go to your dad's barbecue and then we'll come back and we'll build the bed.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, he wanted to do it earlier in the day. I was like, let's go catch them first. And the plan was to leave there early. Of course, we got stuck because of the BET Awards. In the middle of the BET Awards, he's like, do you want to go home now? And I said, do you want to go home now? He's like, no. I know you want to watch BET Awards. We can watch it. So we get home. We are trying to build this bed. It is got to be at least 12 o'clock in the evening. He lives
That ain't
upstairs.
fun.
It ain't fun.
All you want to do is go to bed, and you got to build the bed first.
I don't mind building it, but it's like...
So you got a frame and everything.
Right.
Okay.
And I also suggested, while you're here, since the bed came out to be less than what you expected it to be, why don't you pay for them to come build it? Because I know firsthand, building an IKEA bed ain't fucking fun. It just isn't.
Or anything from IKEA, for that matter.
Right. I don't mind building them a little handy, but it's also like... IKEA has the nerve to have all these parts and moving pieces, and then for it to still be like, you know, wibbly wobbly like a piece of
I
spaghetti.
love how you have to use their tool to put any of the screws in. You're like,
Trash. Anyway, so it is late at night. We have to hammer some stuff, and we're in his bedroom, and we didn't realize that the lady downstairs lives directly under him. When I tell you, she almost came through his floor with whatever broom she got, telling him to stop hammering, telling us to stop hammering. It just made our day very much more difficult. And then we still tried to proceed, and it just was a mess. And then we got to like a very crucial part, and the bed was on the wrong side of the thing. We had to turn it around, and then we were trying to push the headboard in. He's like, and this is where a hammer comes in. So we like dismantled it and like are gonna start. So the lesson of the day is hammer during the day.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Yes.
yes, please do.
Hammer during the daytime.
There is actually a law in Jersey. I think it's called the no hammer law. On
What
Sundays,
the fuck?
You can't.
It was Sunday.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They called the cops on my new neighbor because he's decided to cut his grass at 6:30.
A.M.
My other neighbor did it too, and I was legit like, I screamed. I was like, it's 6:30 on a Saturday. Like, what are you doing? So somebody called the cops on this. It's like a new Filipino family that came, and the cop was like, yeah, you can't do that before 8. I was like, I'm glad that I know that now, because I'm gonna call the cops on the neighbor that does it again. Because come on. God. You don't know how my week's been. That's rude. I know you got. They're like, well, I got to do it when I can do it. I don't care. That's rude. That's rude.
Well, thank God we didn't get arrested. So hammer during the day. And that is the end of our show.
Woo! Great show.
Joy, tell us where we can find you.
260.
Yeah! Don't give your address, nigga. Damn.
That's your address.
Talk about now. That'll have niggas at your door.
Yeah, right.
Is Joy there? I'd like to take her on a
Still
date.
waiting for them to come to the door. Where they at?
Okay, where can they find
I
you?
should have been on the single show.
Your social media presence, Joy.
single show. The single episode?
You can find me on Instagram at JumpForJoyG. Yeah.
Is that it?
That's about it.
Okay, great. You have anything coming up?
No. Summer.
Okay.
Summer's coming up.
I hope
the
me and my
cowboy
girls
hot
are
girl
going to be
summer.
doing some fun stuff this summer.
Okay, great. Wonderful.
Yes.
You can always find me at DeSandy's _ or at Somethin'Els. This Friday, yet again, we will be doing another Tributaries. Last week was successful. However, we have finally come to the realization I have to record it, edit it, and put it on IGTV. So look out for that. And Nigga Nate, where can they find you?
You can find me in St. Louis. You can find me on Instagram at deep_dark_melanin. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right,
It took me
guys.
forever to realize you changed your name. I was like, who is Deep Dark Feminine? Who is
Is
that?
this Idris Elba? Has he finally arrived?
So I'm a little bit closer to him now.
Okay, girl. We're going
I'm going to tell you why.
no. Go ahead, tell us.
Oh, because Michael B. Jordan's, who I worked with, Michael B. Jordan.
Are we doing a 6 degrees of separation?
No,
right now?
yeah, Michael B. Jordan's,
Drop something.
his bodyguard is also Idris Elba's bodyguard and was at the wedding in Morocco. So I'm like, steps.
What you
It's
gonna do?
okay,
when
he's
you-
married now.
I'm about to say, like, what you gonna do when he
Yeah,
gets
he's
there?
married now. I don't care about, it's fine. All these guys are getting married and stuff and, like, dating people.
Your time is
Whatever.
coming, my friend.
It's fine.
And
Just
if
saying,
not, and
it's
also,
like a tiny bit closer to him.
and also, it's a great time to be. It is a
If you're
hot girl
listening, Joy
summer.
says hi.
Hi,
It is
Hi,
a
Michael.
it is a hot girl summer between Lizzo,
With a yeehaw.
Trina,
Yes,
With a yeehaw,
we should go
man.
see Lizzo.
with
We should go
Lizzo,
on
with
tour.
Trina, with
down.
Megan Thee Stallion, with I'm missing somebody, but all the hot girl rappers are out right now. You shouldn't be inside. Get you them cutoff shorts, girl. Show off them legs and go to ShopRite.
Let's go.
Okay. Bye.